Good morning, children. I am KG Tripathi, your new maths teacher. Let us resume the chapter 5, that is data handling. Children, there are certain definitions at the beginning. See, up to bar graph you have seen, the DP Singh sir has taught you. Now let us see what is double bar graph. What is double bar graph? Let us see the things. Double bar graph, clear, a bar graph showing two sets of data together, that is simultaneously. What is double bar graph? A bar graph showing two sets of data simultaneously. It is useful for comparison of data. Clear? Did you understand the meaning of double bar graph? Single bar graph you have seen. Double bar graph is made clear in the same structure, clear, with the same structure and with the different data. That is a bar graph showing two sets of data simultaneously. Simultaneously means together. What is the meaning of simultaneously? Together. It is useful for comparison of data, that is called double bar graph. Now what is raw data? Raw data means, as you know, that raw means unripe. Your data means that is meaningful collection of information. So what is raw data? Data mostly available to us in an unorganized form is called raw data. Clear? Data mostly available to us in an unorganized, notice that, clear, these are the keywords. Data mostly available to us in an unorganized, clear, that is not in systematic manner, unorganized form is called raw data. Okay, children? Now your double bar graph is over, raw data is over. Now third point is, for drawing meaningful results, for finding meaningful results from any data, we need to organize the data systematically. Yeah, this is the definition of what is organizing of data. Clear? How do we organize the data? So why do we organize the data? For drawing meaningful results of different kind. For drawing meaningful results from any data, we need to organize. Organize means we need to systematize. We need to clear, put the data in an organized manner, clear, in sequential manner, clear, the data systematically. This is called organization of data. Okay, children? Now the next important keyword is frequency. In science, I hope you must have studied what is frequency. Frequency means how many times. Frequency means how many times. Frequency gives the number of times that a particular entry occurs. Okay, children? What is frequency? Frequency gives the number of times that a particular entry means particular piece of information occurs, clear, that is repeated, how many times, clear, it is appeared. Okay, so once again, frequency gives the number of times that a particular entry occurs. Okay, children? Now what is this grouped frequency distribution? Clear? Raw data, clear, that in the point number 2 you have seen what is raw data, that is unorganized, clear, that is mostly available to us in our unorganized manner, clear. So when raw data can be grouped, clear, raw data can be grouped, clear, means it can be grouped, clear, and presented systematically. When raw data is grouped and presented systematically, so that it is easy to understand it, it is easy to use it, clear, then it is known as grouped frequency distribution. Okay, once again, raw data can be grouped and presented. Raw data can be grouped and presented systematically through grouped frequency distribution. Okay children, so what is this? This is called grouped frequency distribution. Now there is, after bar graph, there is another type of graph, that is histogram. Children, histogram is also a bar graph, clear, under certain conditions. That is, what is histogram? Grouped data can be presented. Grouped data can be presented using histogram. Clear? Here there are some features. Histogram is a type of a bar diagram. Histogram is a type of bar diagram where the class intervals are shown on the horizontal axis. What is horizontal axis? Horizontal axis means x-axis. Clear? Vertical axis means y-axis. So histogram is a type of bar diagram where the class intervals, notice that class intervals I am talking about, children, where class intervals means data that can be grouped. Clear? They are known as class intervals. The class intervals are shown on the horizontal axis, and the heights of the bars show the frequency of the class interval. Okay children, so histogram is a type of bar diagram where the class intervals are shown on the horizontal axis and the heights of the bars show the frequency of the class interval. Also there is no gap between, see, this is the basic difference between bar graph, clear, and histogram. That is, see, there is no gap between the bars there in the histogram. There is no gap between the bars, as there is no gap between the class intervals. Clear? In histogram, clear, there is no gap between the bars. Why? Because there is continuous class intervals, clear, along the x-axis. Okay children, now one more graph is there, clear, that though it is not yet started, that is circle graph or pie chart. Clear? That you will see after histogram. Circle graph or pie chart, clear, in primary classes it was known, clear, with the name chapati chart. Circle graph or pie chart data can also be presented using circle graph or pie chart. A circle graph shows the relationship between a whole and its part. Clear? What is the main feature of circle graph or this pie chart? Clear? It shows the relationship between a whole and its part. Okay children, so these are the basic things that we will see in this chapter. Clear? Now some basic things are there, basic terms are there. That is, see, while solving the question, class intervals. What are class intervals, children? See the class intervals. Clear? We form groups like 0 to 10. Clear? It is read as 0 to 10, 10 to 20, clear, and 20 to 30, etc. They are known as class intervals. Okay children, here class interval. Now lower class limit. Here, see, if we take class interval 0 to 10, then what? 0 is lower class limit. Okay, that is generally known as lower limit. 0 in class interval 0 to 10 is the class interval. Here 0 is known as lower class limit, that is L, sometimes LL, lower limit. It is known as, what is upper class limit? In 0 to 10 group, that is class interval, 10 is, what is 10 is upper class limit, UCL, or upper limit sometimes. Okay children, so did you understand the meaning of lower class limit and upper class limit? Now here one thing is notable, that upper class limit, children, when the class intervals are continuous, upper class limit is not included in the class interval. Clear? Whereas lower class limit is included in the interval. Here 0 to 10, it means that clear we will take right from 0 to 9. 10 is taken in the next class. When the class intervals are continuous, then it is used. Clear? So the 0 is lower class limit, and this 0 to 10 here, 10 is upper class limit. What is width or size of the class? What is width or size of the class? Sometimes height of the class also it is known as. Clear? If a class interval is there like 10 to 20, 10 to 20, what is this? This is class interval. Class interval. What is class interval? 10 to 20. Then its width or size of the class equal to upper class limit minus lower class limit. Okay children, that is, what is upper class limit? That is 20 minus lower class limit 10, that is, okay, this is equal to 20 minus 10 equal to 10. So what is the size of the class? Size or width of the class 10 to 20 is 10. What is its formula? Upper class limit minus lower class limit. Okay children, now let us move to exercise 5.1 now. What is exercise 5.1 children? Let us see this exercise 5.1. Exercise 5.1. Let's see the question. For which of these would you use a histogram to show the data? What is the, see the question? 4 options are there. Here you have to select for which of these conditions here you will use histogram. As you know that histogram is also a bar graph, clear, where class intervals are represented along the horizontal axis, that is x-axis, clear, whereas the frequency is represented along the vertical axis, that is y-axis. Okay children, so question is, for which of these would you use a histogram to show the data? A is the number of letters for different areas in a postman's bag. Here children, the number of letters, clear, it may be the frequency for different areas. Name of the areas cannot be grouped in class intervals. Notice that the name of the areas, clear, name of the areas, like here in Allahabad, it may be sometimes Katra, it may be sometimes Taliarganj, but here there is no class interval. Numerical class intervals must be there, clear. So this data cannot be represented through histogram A. Okay, did you understand the reason? Because the data cannot be grouped, clear, into class intervals. B is the height of competitors in an athletics meet. The height of the competitors in an athletics meet. So the number of competitors, clear, it is frequency, and height of the competitor can be grouped, clear, into class intervals. So here in case question number 1, what is the answer? B. Notice that B here, it can be represented through histogram, because the height of the competitors in an athletics meet, clear, it can be represented, height, number of competitors, it can be taken along y-axis, that is vertical axis, and height of the competitors, clear, that can be taken along horizontal axis through group distribution, that is called class intervals. So B can be used for drawing a histogram. Now C is the number of cassettes produced by 5 companies. 5 companies, that is name of companies will be there, clear, that cannot be divided into groups. Name of companies cannot be divided into groups, clear, so it cannot be represented through histogram. Now D is the number of passengers boarding trains from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Here number of passengers can be taken along the y-axis, whereas the time slot, that is 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., that can be grouped, that can be divided into groups, and it can be represented through histogram. So B and D are two data, clear that B and D can be represented, can be used to, can be used to draw the histogram, draw a histogram because the data in these questions can be divided into groups, that is class interval, that is class intervals. Did you understand, children? So question number 1 is over. Now there is a big question, that is question number 2. What is question number 2? The shoppers, let us see. The shoppers who come to a departmental store are marked as man, that is M, woman for W, boy B, or girl G. The following list gives the shoppers who came during first hour in the morning. Clear? Let us see, children. Let us make a frequency distribution table using tally marks. Draw a bar graph to illustrate it. Okay, children, let us see. I am not going to write the entire question. Clear? I will just solve it. Question number 2. That is what is. Let us draw the frequency distribution table. That is here number of shoppers. Here shoppers name, that is the shoppers. Shoppers here. Okay, children. Then tally marks. Then what? That is number of shoppers name, that is shoppers name, and number of, that is number of, what is this? Number of shoppers, that is also known as frequency, that is also known as frequency. Okay, children, that is, let us draw, that is, let us start. Okay, children, shoppers name, see W stands for, so W, let us take how many shoppers are there. W is there, a W for woman, that is M for what? M for man, then B for boy, and G for girls. 4 types of shoppers are there, children. Now let us count how many W's are there. How many W's are there, children? Let us count, that is how many W's are there. Count, that is, let us see, 1 2 3 4 5, that is 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 and 28. How many how many women are there? That is 28 women are there. Now you draw the tally marks for 28. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, then 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20, then that is 20, and then what? 21 22 23 24 25, then 26, 27, 28. Okay children, that is what is this? This is what? This is tally marks for 28. Number of shoppers 28, and this tally marks here 5 plus 5 10. That is 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4 5 for the this 1 2 3 4 5 5 is 25 and 3, that is 28. Okay, now number of men children, let us see, that is how many men are there, that is, let us see, m you have to count, that is this time, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and that is 8 9 10 11 12 13 14, and that is 15. So number of men 15, number of men are 15, that is children, that is, now let us draw the tally marks for that, that is 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5, that is 15. Okay children, now number of boys means you have to count the number of bees over there, that is children, let us count, that is 1 2 3 4 and 5. Number of boys, that is 1 2 3 4 and that is 5. Okay children, now this is 5. Now number of girls, here they are the shoppers. How many girls are there? Let us count over here in the question, that is children, see number of girls, that is you have to count G 1 2 3, that is 3 4 5 6, that is 6 7 8 and 9 10 11 and 12. Girls are, how many girls are there? 12 girls are there children, that is 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 5 and 5 10 and 2. Okay, so total, how many total shoppers are there? Number of total shoppers, clear, that is here 8 plus 5, 8 plus 5 13, 13 plus 5 18, 18 plus 2 20, 0 is there, 2 is carry over, then 2 plus 2 4 and 1 5 and 1 6. So number of shoppers total 60 shoppers, 60 shoppers are there. Okay children, that is number of shop. This is called frequency distribution table. What is this? What is this table known as? This table is known as frequency distribution table. So you write it, frequency, FREQUENCY, frequency distribution, frequency distribution table. This is known as frequency distribution table. Okay children, now this what else we have to do? Clear, we have to do in this question, what we have to draw the histogram also, draw a bar graph to illustrate. Let us draw a bar graph. Clear, roughly draw the bar graph. What are the things needed to draw a bar graph? That is children, draw a bar graph for this information. Let us see bar graph, that is bar graph, that is this much, this thing, this is O, this is x axis, this is y axis, and what this let us see this 5 to 28. Clear, that is one scale must be chosen. Clear, actually bar graph is drawn on the where graph paper, so scale let us choose. And clear, in the bar graph 10 division equal to, let us see what 10 division equal to, let us see this thing, 2, 10 division equal to, let it be 2 shoppers, that is 2 shoppers, that is you have to draw the bar graph children. that is here you see this is, let it be O. Here W is there. W stands for what? That is your woman. And this stands for M for men, B for boys, G for girls. Okay children, here 0, then here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, this is 14, 16, 18, then 20, then 22, that is 24, then 26, and this is 28. That is, let it be. Okay children, now let's draw how many women are there. 28. So here woman is there 28. So this is here, this is bar. This is a rectangle. All the rectangles must be of equal width, that is 28. Here you write. Clear? Then number of men 15, that is, where is 15? Here 14. 15 is there between 14 and 16, so this is that one. And here you see, draw the, that is what? That is 15. Okay. Now number of boys 5. Where is 5? 5 is there between 4 and 6, so this is this one. Okay children, that is number of boys 5. Okay. Number of girls, that is 12. Where is 12? 12 is here somewhere. 12 is here. Okay children, that is, so this is 12. What is this? Here shopper's name, SHOPPERS, shopper's name here. And here you are representing number of shoppers. Here number of shoppers. What is this? This is a scale. 10 division equal to, what is 10 division? 10 small division, that is on graph paper. There you have to draw this bar graph on the graph paper. Graph paper is used. Graph paper, that is square sheet. Clear? Bar graph. Here this is how. Clear? On the bar graph you have to use the scale properly. Clear? Using a scale. And here while drawing the bar graph, clear, you must take care of that. The width of all the graphs must be same, and the gapping between two bars here must be same. Clear? What you have to take care of means equal width of the graph must be there. Clear? And gapping between two bars must be same. Okay children, so these two things are to be taken care of while drawing the bar graph. Clear children? Okay, the remaining question you will solve yourself. Clear? Or in the next class we will see. Clear? Now this for today this is now enough. And question number 1 we have seen, question number 2 we have seen, certain definitions also we have seen. Now question number 3 is also there children. Clear? Then this will be the weekly wages of 30 workers in a factory are all these. Using tally marks, make a frequency table with intervals, this and so on. So you have to take the intervals also. Clear? And make the frequency distribution table. Okay children, if we take this question, then your video will be very large and it will be very difficult to upload. Clear? Okay, so for today only 2 questions we have taken. Clear? And now we will keep taking the maths class regularly. Clear? Okay children, thank you and have a nice day.